it slide every tight little knot unties from inside. You're right here on this beat, on this floor, nothing less, nothing more. 1, 2, feel your chest expand. 3, 4, you're in your own hand. 5, 6, drifting wide awake. 7, 8, every fear it breaks. 9, 10, you're alive again. Take the deepest breath of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breath. Let it all in, let it all stay. Life, joy, breath. Now hold for 10, just 10, just 10 minutes. 10, 10.
If you like what you're listening to right now, subscribe to the John Kitover Band on Spotify.
Deepest breath of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breath. Yeah. Fill it up, feel it rise. Drop your shoulders, unclench your eyes. Crowded mind, all that noise. Let it fade, you're the cause, you're the way. Take the deepest breath of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breath. Let it all in, let it all stay. Life, joy, breath. Now hold for 10, just 10, just 10, yeah. 10, not 11, 10, 9, feel your heart pound out in your chest. Life, joy, breath. Exhale slow, let it go, let it slide every tight little knot unties from inside. You're right here on this beat, on this floor, nothing less, nothing more. 1, 2, feel your chest expand. 3, 4, you're in your own hands. Deepest breath. Slow inhale, full of chest with fire. Every scar, every grudge rising like smoke in a pyre. I should tight, but the storm's still loud. I'm sifting through every shadow in the crowd. Count it in, 1, 2. Let the anger fade through. Watch it drip from the ribs, from the spine. I burn it out till the pulse feels alive. I breathe. chest hold fire. Every scar, every grudge rising like smoke in a pyre. I shut time, storm still out. I'm sifting through every shadow in the crowd. Counted it 1, 2, let the anger fade through. Watch it drift from the ribs, from the spine. I'm burning out till the pulse feels alive. Yeah, I breathe until it cuts through the war in my mind. Turn rage into wine. Like a spotless sun, I rise and I shine. Perfect harmony in the middle of the fight. I'm calm, I'm still, I'm free. I breathe in the light. I breathe in the light. Teeth clenched hard on 1,000 wrongs, but they melt, they fall when I rewrite the songs. Man, trust sharp like a blade in my hand. I carve out peace till it learns where to stand. Counting in 1, 2, let the poison break loose. Feel it drain from the fist, from the jaw. I tame the flame till the fear turns to wall. Yeah, I breathe in the light till it cuts through the war in my mind. Turn rage into white like a spotless sun. I rise and I shine. Perfect harmony in the middle of the fight. I'm calm, I'm still, I'm free. I breathe in the light. I breathe in the light. I breathe in the light. I breathe in the light.
One of the things that I think that's happening right now. Interest on the national debt.
Deepest breath. Of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breath. Inhale slow, fill it up, feel it rise. Drop your shoulders, unclench your eyes. Crowded mind, all ignore. Let it fade, you're the pulse, you're the way. Take the deepest breath of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breath. Let it all in, let it all stay. Life, joy, breath. Now hold for 10, just 10, just 10, yeah. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Feel your heart down in your chest. Life, joy, breath. Exhale slow, let it go. Let it slide every tight little knot unties from inside. We're right here on this beat, on this floor, nothing less, nothing more. 1, 2, feel your chest expand. 3, 4, you're in your own hands. 5, 6, drifting wide awake. 7, 8, every fear it breaks. 9, 10, you're alive again. Take the deepest breath of the day. Give yourself joy, breath. Let it all stay. Life, joy, breath. Now hold for 10, just 10, just 10, yeah. 10, 10.
You raised $2 million?
Deepest breath of the day. Give yourself
You raised $2 million?
light.
You
Joy, breath. Inhale slow, fill it up, feel it right. Drop your shoulders, unclench your eyes. Crowded mind, all that noise. Let it fade, feel the pulse, feel the way. Hey, 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 hey. Take the deepest breath of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breathe. Let it all in, let it all stay. Light, joy, breathe. Now for 10, just 10, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Feel your heart pound out in your chest. Light, joy, breathe. Exhale slow, let it go, let it slide. Every tight little knot unteased from inside. You're right here on this beat, on the floor, nothing less, nothing more. 1, 2, feel your chest expand. 3, 4, you're in your own hands. 5, 6, drifting wide away. 7, 8, every fear it breaks. 9, 10, you're alive again. Take the deepest breath of the day. Give yourself life, joy, breathe. Let it all in, let it all stay. Light, joy, breathe. Now for 10, just 10, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Feel your heart count out in your chest. Light, joy, breathe. Hey, 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 soft circle of sound, breath to breath, name to name, heart to heart. I open like a garden gate, bare feet on the shining stone, silver in the morning air. Love is all I've ever known. Every doubt dissolves like smoke, falling from a burning crown. Wisdom in a single tear, rising as it touches down. Call your name echo through my bones, through my bones. Every heartbeat eyes closed, but the light pours in, quiet as a whispered song, hands lifted like empty cups, filling as you speak my calm. All the ancient questions fade, ashes in a gentle rain. Only this remaining flame, only you and only grace. Call your name again.
The law of analogies, in fact, has been for Kabbalists of a secondary rank the object of a blind and fanatical faith. The most dangerous words are vain and lightly uttered words because they are the voluntary abortions of thought. A useless word is a crime against the spirit of intelligence. It is an intellectual infanticide. Things are for everyone what he makes of them by naming them. The word of everyone is an impression or an habitual prayer. To speak well is to live well. A fine style is an aureole of holiness. From these principles, some true, others hypothetical, and from the more or less exaggerated consequences that they draw from them, there resulted for superstitious Kabbalists an absolute confidence in enchantments, evocations, conjurations, and mysterious prayers. Now, as faith has always accomplished miracles, apparitions, oracles, mysterious cures, sudden and strange maladies have never been lacking to it. It is thus that a simple and sublime philosophy has become the secret science of black magic. It is from this point of view, above all, that the Kabbalah is still able to excite the curiosity of the majority in our so distrustful and so credulous century. However, as we have just explained, that is not the true science. Men rarely seek the truth for its own sake. They have always a secret motive in their efforts. Some passion to satisfy, or some greed to assuage. Among the secrets of the Kabbalah, there is one above all which has always tormented seekers. It is the secret of the transmutation of metals and of the conversion of all earthly substances into gold. Alchemy borrowed all of these signs from the Kabbalah. And it is upon the law of the analogies resulting from the harmony of contraries that it based its operations. An immense physical secret was, moreover, hidden under the Kabbalistic parables of the ancients. Never had one lesson. Ribono Shalom. This is the John Kitover Band. If you like this AI music, please like, share, subscribe. This is the co-executive producer of Fire in the Gulf. Here we go. John Kitover, musician.
Dust in my teeth, sand in these letters from home, folded in my suit, photos in my pocket, kids in crayon blue. I circle every promise, I said I'd see this through. I don't run from rockets in the sky. I remember who we swore we'd free. Every friend I watched go by stands up inside of me with a fire in the Gulf tonight. Rolling thunder, we don't
fire in the Gulf tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Scud missile systems.
Radio crackles, names in the dark, whispers of prisons, chained open scars. I see their faces.
Abra! Hadabra!
We're bringing them a fight. I don't buy the men who deal in fear. I remember I came so far. Every tear that fell out here was better than a star. With a fire in the Gulf tonight.
Abra! Hadabra!
We bow for every voice they try to push. We stand, we do not lose. Raise that flag, hold the line, one more push, one more time. With a fire in the Gulf tonight, till the tyrants lose. From the farms in Iowa to the streets of Abaddon, holy brides in our armor, hand in hand, man to man. You can lock up every slogan, you can censor every scream, but you can't chain the people who remember how to dream. With a fire in the Gulf tonight, rolling thunder, we bow for every voice they try to crush. We stand, we do not hush. Raise that flag, hold the line, one more push, one more time. With a fire in the Gulf tonight, till the tyrants lose their sight. Dust in my teeth, sand in these boots, letters from home, my suit, photos in my pocket, kids in crayon blue. I circle every promise, I said I'd see this through. I don't run from rockets in the sky. I remember who we swore we'd free. Every friend I watch go by stands up inside of me. Come together, China, and just fire their guts because we have a whole bunch of pedophiles in our schmedophiles in our government.
Yes.
He probably does. He
Simple,
falls
yes.
for all the propaganda.
You do.
Yeah, that's just propaganda, though. Like we all know. Like first of all, nobody's gonna attack Mexico. You know why? It's easy. It's proximity. Where are they gonna go? Proximity.
He should
Like,
have protected pedophiles.
Normal stuff.
proximity. We're like we're northern. Of Mexico, right? We have a very large.
White chalk on the floor.
Seems like
All names in a circle of scar.
you look
Copper on my tongue. Eyes turn to an ashes Shut up. Pages breathing smoke. Lips bruised blue on my skin. You asked who I serve. I whisper
You can go ahead and
mods have powers to do that, but mods have powers to do that, but I'm trying
I'm a mod here.
to drop him.
If I open my chest to you, will you make them all aware? Steel wings in the glass, footsteps in the staircase, helmets full of light, but the gaze is cold and bare. They speak
This is actually comfortable on the wrist.
words like hammers on my bones.
This is 8 bracelets.
Built from shattered oaks and agents of war. Crowns made of rust and fire. Kneel to the
You are listening to the John Kitover Band. Go to johnforcongress.com.
quiet hearts inspire. Agents of war. When you disturb us, if I open my chest to you, will you make them all aware? Take my pulse, count each sin, carve your verdict under my skin. Oh, if I rise, it's not my name.
The law of analogies, in fact, is The anti-primal triad, which is not God. Nothing is, nothing becomes, nothing is not. The first triad, which is God. I am. I utter the word. I hear the word. The abyss. The word is broken up. There is knowledge. Knowledge is relation. These fragments are creation. The broken manifests light. The second triad, which is God. God the Father and Mother is concealed in generation. God is concealed in the whirling energy of nature. God is manifest in gathering, harmony, consideration, the mirror of the sun and of the heart. The anti-primal triad, which is not God. Nothing is, nothing becomes. The third triad, bearing, preparing, wavering, flowing, flashing, stability, begetting. The 10th emanation, the world. This chapter numbered 0 corresponds to the negative, which is before Kether in the Kabbalistic system. The notes of interrogation and exclamation on the previous page are the other 2 veils. The meaning of these symbols is fully explained in The Soldier and the Hunchback. This chapter begins by the letter O, followed by a mark of explanation. It refers to the theogony of Liber Legis, is explained in the note, but it also refers to Cteus, Phallos, and Sperma, and is the exclamation of wonder or ecstasy, which is the ultimate nature of things. Note 1. Silence knew it. O had it. Ra, hor, could. 1. I. The third triad, bearing. Commentary, the anti-primal triad. This is the negative trinity. Its 3 statements are in an ultimate sense identical. They harmonize being, becoming, not being. The 3 possible modes of conceiving the universe. The statement nothing is not, technically equivalent to something is fully explained in the essay called Berashith. The rest of the chapter follows the Sephirotic system of the Kabbalah and constitutes a sort of quintessential comment upon the system. Those familiar with that system will recognize Kether, Kokma, Bina in the first triad, Dath in the abyss, Chesed, Gebura, Tifereth in the second triad, Netzach, Chod, and Yesod in the third triad, and Malkuth in the 10th emanation. It will be noticed that this cosmogony is very complete. The manifestation even of God does not appear until Tifereth. Commentary, the anti-primal triad. This is the negative trinity. Its 3 statements are in an ultimate sense identical. They harmonize. This is Julius Caesar. This is an audio recording. This is chapter 10, Year of Rome, 702, book 7 of the commentaries. Revolt of Gaul, capture of Velanudunum, Genabum, and Noviodunum. Sieges of Avaricum and Agovia, campaign of Labienus against the Parisi, siege of Alesia. The Roman arms had in 6 years subjugated one after another the principal states of... Okay, this is The Hymn to Pan by Aleister Crowley. Thrilled with lissom lust of the light. Oh man, my man. Kamala, mute your mic. Come careering out of the night. Okay, you don't want to help? I'm going to put you in the audience because I'm recording this.
Sit down, Hal.
Yeah, fucking hell. I'm going to start it over. Thrill with lissom lust of the light. Oh man, my man. Come careering out of the night of Persephone, roaming as Bacchus with fawns and pards, and nymphs and satyrs for thy guards. On a milk-white ass, come over the sea to me, come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon of the woods, on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount. Dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare.
Altusman. Okay. You have internet with you?
Yeah, I have internet with me.
Okay, I'm going to give you 20 verses where God is Father.
Yeah.
So
Testament. Okay.
it startles in the eyes of blue
Can you tell me
to
what
watch thy
Hold on,
wantonness
hold on. Can you
weeping
go ahead?
through
Hold on.
the
Christian,
tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul.
Hello, guys.
Hello. And body and brain come over the sea.
You're not on the top.
I'm reading poetry here. You're interrupting me.
Yeah, you're supposed to stop.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, yes, it's very good. I am from Trump give my
Devil or God, to me, my man, come with trumpets, sounding shrill. Over the hill, come with drums, low muttering from the spring. Come with flute, and come with pipe. Am I not ripe? I, who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no bowers to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion, sharp as an asp. Come, oh, come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom. Thrust the sword through the galling fetter, all devourer, all begetter. Give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, Eo Pan, Eo Pan, Eo Pan, 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 Pan. I am a man. Do as a great God can. O Pan, Eo Pan, Eo Pan, Eo Pan Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come, Eo Pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, Eo Pan, Eo Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of the flock. I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel, I race on the rocks, through solstice stubborn to equinox. And I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend. Everlasting, world without end. Mannequin, maiden, manid, man, in the might of Pan. Eo Pan, Eo Pan Pan, Pan, Eo Pan. Part of the complaint gang, I already know. You don't have to tell me what I already know. But that's why you're here, to complain, to try to trick me. But I'm here to tell you, I'll put you in chains and make you serve in my... Hear me, Lord of the stars. For thee I have worshipped ever with stains and sorrows and scars. With joyful, joyful endeavor. Hear me, lily white goat. Crisp as a thicket of thorns. With a collar of gold for thy throat. A scarlet bough for thy thorns. Here, in the dusty air, and build thee a shrine of you. All green is the garland I wear, but they feed it with blood for dew. Careful the orange bars that rid the green west dying of dead. O Lord of the stars, I come to thee, crying. The ambrosial moon that arose with breasts slow, heaving in splendor, drops wine from her infinite snows, ineffably, utterly, tender. The ambrosial moon that arose with breasts slow, heaving in splendor, drops wine from her infinite snows, ineffably, utterly, tender. O moon, ambrosial moon, arise in my desert of sorrow, with the magic lies of me swoon, with lust of rain tomorrow. Ages and ages ago, I stood on the bank of a river, holy and holy and holy I know, forever and ever and ever. A priest in the mystical shrine, I muttered a redderless rune, till the waters were redder than wine, in the blush of the heart. I and my brother, priest, worshipped a wonderful woman, with a body lithe as a beast's, subtly, horribly human. Deep in the pit of her eyes, I saw the image of death. They drew the water of sighs from the well of her lullaby breath. She sitteth veiled forever, brooding over the waste. She hath stirred or spoken never. She is fiercely, manly, chaste. What madness made me? Okay, I want to thank you for coming to John Kitover's TikTok. I'm going to read you Aleister Crowley. Poetry is called A Birthday. This is an exclusive TikTok recording, which will also be uploaded to YouTube. I want to thank my friend Death Hippie for joining me on this poetic journey. Let's start this poetry by taking the deepest breath of the day through our noses.
Hello? Hello! Welcome to the show! It's the John Kitover Show. It's the John Kitover podcast that you've been waiting for. The band's all back together. The John Kitover Band. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
In the pure light that filled our firmament, the supreme silence and unbarred extent, wherein one sacrament was ours, one resurrection, one recurrent chord, one incarnation, one descending dove, all these being one, and that one being love. You sent your spirit into tunes, my soul yearned 1,000 melodies to console. Its happiness I left no flower unplucked that might have graced your garland. I induct tragedy, comedy, farce, fable, song, each longing a little, each a little long, but each aspiring only to express your excellence and my unworthiness. Nay, with my worthiness, since I was sense and spirit too, that same while as for love, the sun went through the signs, and not a star but told him how love twines. A wreath for every Dagonaut, degree, minute and second, linked eternally in chains of flowers that never fade. Eternal as a star. Go back to your next birth. Conjuring the right and the adverse created yet another universe. We work together, dancing bright and spell, balancing heaven and constraining hell. We lived together, every hour of rest. Either dumb, afraid of what I know not. I am glad of all the shame and wretchedness I had.
Please like, share, subscribe. This is the co-executive producer of Fire in the Gulf. Here we go. Died at his midnight, but above all, center of our world, source of Americans always talk about white people. Gave all its life and splendor to the sea, but whose tide stood out with stability, and sudden and fierce, no monitory mode, smote the mad mischief of the greatest cyclone. How far below us all its fury gold. We lived together. Its medicine meant nothing but freedom for the continent. It was the first Accommodating the senators. That's not correct.
they affected one and one did not.
Since you brought it up,
We cried, we quarreled, all the rocks and trees. 20 miles could tell how lovers played. We could count a kiss for every blade. Illness and distress.
real quick, 30 seconds.
A mine of happiness. Then we grew tired of being country mice. Came to Paris, lived our sacrifice. There, giving holy berries to the moon, July's Thanksgiving, for the devotees of June.
Be sure to request
You are gone away.
and write in John Coward finally removes Aaron Wood from the United States Congress. Visit John Coward.
And you are gone away. What evil star makes you so competent and popular? How have I raised this harpy hag of hells? Malice that you all wanted somewhere else? I wish you were like me, a man forbid, banned, outcast, nice society well rid of the perilous. Then who would interfere with us? My darling, you would now be here. But no, we must fight on, win through, succeed, earn the grudged praise that never comes to need. Lash dogs to kennel, trample snakes, put bit in the mule, mouths that have such need of it, until the world is so much to forgiven, becomes a little possible to live in. God alone knows if battle or surrender be the true courage, either has its splendor. But since we chose the first, God aid the right, and damn me if I fail you in the fight. God, Cheng. This is Lao Tzu, Tao Te Ching, the Book of Meaning and Life. This is an exclusive recording for John Kitover on TikTok. Follow John Kitover on TikTok. Here we go. This is the 33rd verse of the Tao Te Ching. Whosoever knows others is clever. Whosoever knows himself is wise. Whosoever conquers others has force. Whosoever conquers himself is strong. Whosoever asserts himself has willpower. Whosoever